What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, be sure you click that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for new review videos and reaction videos on my channel, and to stay up to date what I have coming up. Now, in this video, I'm reviewing Season 2, Episode 4 of Tulsa King, starring Sylvester Stallone, which is titled Heroes and Villains. Now, after the events of Episode 3, where they took out Caputo, Bevilacqua's right-hand man, we see the aftermath, and we see Tyson kind of coming to grips with what happened and not really knowing what to do and not take it really well because he has never done something like this. We then see Dwight speaking with his sister, and the sister knows something is wrong, and he's like, nothing's wrong, and she's like, don't lie to me, I know something's wrong. So he actually explains to his sister what is going on and the events up until now. And once everything happens, you see Dwight during the entire episode kind of questioning himself if he made the right choice. And after, he crossed Bevilacqua, you really don't do that. All of a sudden, whatever you had in New York City, you brought to Kansas City, Tulsa, wherever they are located. Now we see Thresher kind of doing his own thing. We then see him speak to Armand, and Armand kind of speaks up and kind of says that Dwight, Mitch, Bodie, and Tyson are going out to speak with kind of investors for the wind turbine to kind of reinvent the farm, the weed farm and everything. And Thresher's like, oh, okay. So they go out there, they make it out there, and the deal is kind of going back and forth. And Thresher kind of got a hold of them before he makes his offer. And then Dwight's like, all right, I have to figure things out. He speaks with Bodie. Bodie's like, I can kind of get it up and running with everything. And they do make that deal. Now, before everything happens, kind of Dwight speaks with everybody at the weed shop and says, we got some trouble, we got some problems. And you see Bodie like, I'm out, I'm done, I don't know what to do. Tyson speaks with him, and Tyson kind of is very forward and is the bigger man in this episode, which is really, really good. He also tries to give his father some money. His father's like, no, when I'm gone, maybe you could take care of your mother, because Tyson's father doesn't like what Tyson is doing, even though he is making money. We then see Bevilacqua call New York and Chicky and kind of figure out what's going on and what's happening. It's like, why did Goody do this and do that? We thought he was, on our side when he's not on our side. And then kind of, Chicky's like, let me figure things out. Let me make a call. And then later on, you see Bevilacqua out in his shooting range, and his wife comes up to him and says, where's Caputo? His wife wants to know. He's like, I don't know. Stop bothering me. I'm not his secretary. So it's like, all right, he's kind of, put behind the wall now after the events of the last episode. We then see Vince kind of, kind of weary about what Chicky's doing now, because Chicky kind of spills that he kind of killed his father, but then they're not sure to believe him or not. So Chicky takes a nap on the couch. Chicky's phone rings. Vince picks up and speaks with Bevilacqua, and Bevilacqua's like, oh, is that kind of like a, process of elimination of us speaking and everything? And Vince is like, through the proper channels, we'll figure out something, and, we'll talk. So that's really, really interesting of what's happening there. And then the whole aspect is of Dwight trying to figure things out. What, who can he trust? Who can he not trust? And it's just a whole aspect of what's going on. And then you see the Chinese, the triads coming in, and we see that they kind of started planting poppy, or in their cases, heroin, on Thresher's farm underneath the weed and everything. And Thresher doesn't want that at all. And he's like, get rid of it. And then later on, near the ending, kind of Thresher's like, all right, with everything, I want 50% of what you sell. And it's like, holy shit. So you see that the Chinese, the triads, are trying to, not really liking that. They kind of catch two thieves. They tie them up. Thresher kind of gives his ultimatum to the workers. It's kind of the reminiscent of the old times where the Chinese came in from China, working in the West Coast and everything, through the mining and everything. It's kind of a weird scene. If you're Asian, it will probably be, not for you to see. But then one of the triads pulls the gun and shoots them both with one bullet and says, nobody takes my money from me. So it's like, okay, and that also puts Thresher behind the back. So This is more so leaning toward the drama aspect to it, which is kind of dulled down by the comedy also. But these last two episodes, episodes 3 and 4, have been really, really good. The tension is there, the dialogue is good, the acting is good. You see every single character now being put up against the wall. Chicky in New York, how can he handle things there by also handling Dwight in Tulsa? Also, with Vince now kind of talking to Bevilacqua. Bevilacqua being put up against the wall because his right-hand man Caputo's dead. Thresher being put up against the wall because he has to deal with the triads now. And Dwight being put up against the wall because he started something and he has to finish it now. And everyone else is in danger. I mean, this is only episode 4 of the second season. We still have a lot of season to go. This season is 10 episodes and a few episodes here and there. Stallone also wrote it as well. So I'm really curious to see how everything plays out. Who joins forces? Who doesn't join forces? Will Armand kind of figure out what's going on with him and if he stops talking to Thresher? And what is the aspect of Bevilacqua, Chicky, Thresher? Like, how will they take Dwight down if they can take Dwight down? And, you know, the whole thing about what does Dwight want to do with the car salesman, because you know the car salesman wants to move to Florida. Dwight, Mitch, and the car salesman kind of speak and talk about everything, and so there's more business ventures happening, but we just don't know how much business ventures. Will the wind turbine thing really be a hit? It's just the business aspect for Dwight is there, and he's expanding. But now with Bevilacqua, now with Chicky and Thresher, it's like, whoa, hold on, what is really going to happen and what can happen? Very well done episode, about 43, 45 minutes long, quick episodes. If you haven't seen this series, if you haven't watched season 1, do so because it's really good. So far, with 4 episodes into the second season, this season has been really well done. We're focused more on the characters because we are already introduced to everyone and everyone's aspect of, you know, with the business side, this and the whole, you know, saloon aspect, the weed business, and now getting into certain other aspects of the weed business with wind turbines. It's going to be interesting to see what will happen with every single character. Who will call who will eliminate who will join forces, and who will keep their mouth shut and who won't keep their mouth shut. That's the big thing about this series. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought about Season 2, Episode 4 of Tulsa King, titled Heroes and Villains. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of it? What did you think about the aspect of the story? Every single character now being put up against the wall now. Like, who do you think will come out of it? Who do you think will join forces? Who do you think will team up? You know, like not team up, but who do you think will go against one another? And who do you think will, you know, kind of meet their doom or their demise in the end? Or do you think that everything will kind of work itself out? And what do you think Vince will do to Chicky? And, you know, will he talk about it? Gotta wait and see to find out. Let me know in the comment section below. But all the questions I just asked. I'm Mr. Filmstock. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you all in the next review video. And be sure you tune in next week to my Season 2, Episode 5 review of Tulsa King.